What's going on, everyone? This is our second episode of Behind the Bench. Tentative name. I still haven't found the name that I want to use, but I will be changing it at some point. It is a sports show where you guys out there in Twitch, and if I make it go to other shits, get to control the conversation and who gets the most points based on their arguments for said sports. So we're gonna just jump right into today's thing, and we've got our main four. I need to turn this timer off. Bam! I will let them do their own introductions as usual, starting, of course, with Blue Insri.
Hi.
All right. Smooth is back this week.
I'm smooth criminal, big dick smooth. That's me, baby.
That's it. You said it. Maine in the building.
Yo, what's good? What's going on? It's your boy Main, man. We just here to have a good time, party, bullshit type shit. You know what I'm talking
And last but not least, I need to reiterate every time because someone asked me last time. Someone texted me separately, why was Kev, the only Asian, yellow? He wanted to be yellow. Kev, Pone, go ahead.
Yo, the resident Max Kellerman, so I can receive all the hate and all the racial tension during the discourse of this show.
type shit.
All right, so if you're new here, Kiki, Kendrick, what's up? Welcome to my Twitch channel. I've only been streaming 10 years, and I've known you since like 2009, but you finally showed up and typed in chat. How nice of you. One of these guys will be giving their argument based on a sports topic at any given moment, and you can give them a point by typing, let's do one just for injury, Blue up in chat as I did. The number will go up as you see. Don't type it yet, please. This is just for me. Blue down if you don't agree with their argument, and the number will go down. You guys give them points. It's just like around the horn, legally distinct. Don't sue me, ESPN. And yeah, so very, very easy to do. Chat participation, all that good stuff. All right, are we ready? Are we ready for the first topic? Am I ready?
Yes.
Let's get it.
All right, the first topic is about the Cowboys. A lot of y'all have been asking. Let me move this forward. So, oh my God, hold on. I'm messing stuff up. All right. So, the Dallas Cowboys have traded for Cincinnati linebacker Logan Wilson and the defensive tackle for the Jets, Quinnen Williams. Will these two trades improve the Cowboys' 31st ranked team defense, or will it not matter too much? That is the first question, Kev. That is your question. So, you get to go first. You have 30 seconds. Hit it.
30 seconds. Let's get it. The answer to this is no. So Logan Wilson is coming from a league worst defense in Cincinnati, right? So the Bengals have the worst rated team defense in the league as of this week. He's 29 years old. He will have zero impact on the field. He had zero impact on the field. And Cincy letting him go for a 7th rounder proves that. Quinnen Williams had cachet coming out of college. He was a top 5 pick out of Alabama. He had an All-Pro 2022 season, but he's amassed a whopping 1 sack and 7 tackles of loss.
And you're muted. Damn, 30 seconds goes by kind of quick. A little quicker than I thought. But chat, y'all wasn't giving no points based on the argument. That's the whole point. This doesn't work if y'all don't give points. So do that. Remember, curse has got to be one word. we may have to move it to a minute. I don't know. I'll see how y'all feel after this once this whole thing is done. Maine, you're up. 30 seconds.
Yeah, I agree with Kev here. I don't see that. I don't see that improving their defense too much. I mean, yeah, Logan Wilson, I wouldn't say he has no impact I can't remember the last time the Cowboys had a leader at that role in that position. So this is definitely going to help galvanize their defense as he gets acclimated with the team. But I don't see that moving them off of the bottom half or the bottom portion of the league. They're currently either 30th or 31st in every defensive statistical category right now. And getting Quentin Williams, while he is a space guy, he's
That's your time. That's your time. 30 seconds goes by fast. I told you, boy. I told
I pretty much got my point across,
you
so I'm
did.
good.
Yeah, you did.
All right. Insri, are you ready? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. All right. I pressed the wrong button again. Go.
The trades is going to help stop the bleeding at 31st. Really, all you can do is look up. Quentin Williams is a nice guy. He blessed himself when he sneezed at the draft. Logan Wilson has shades of Vander Etch that used to be the leader for the Cowboys, but they still miss Micah Parsons. Dallas still sucks.
Damn. Didn't even need 30 seconds to let you know that Dallas is ass. Dallas is trash. Blue budgets. Now we have our resident Dallas fan, Smooth. You're up. 30 seconds.
There's not much you can do but go up. You're adding a 3-time Pro Bowler in the middle of the defense. He's gonna stop a whole lot of runs up the middle. He's gonna push the pocket forward, not allowing a lot of quarterbacks to get into a comfy pocket. That means the secondary is gonna have easier freaking looks at getting picks and stops. Now, Logan is going to bring in veteran leadership and coverage. He's a really good pass coverage linebacker.
And your time is up. You're muted. They can't hear you. The time go quick, huh? Boba Fett, welcome. Background is given epilepsy. My bad. I'll work on that. All right. That is the first round. That was the first question.
Can I add something? Can I add something to the last statement?
We got time.
Yeah, Smooth is right about the impact that Quentin Williams is a dog. I'm not trying to minimize that at all, but that's the least of their problems right now. That back end is terrible. It is horrible. Deron Bland is supposed to be the best DB that y'all have, and he getting shaken out of his shoes by what, a rookie or second year? Like, it's just, you just can't have that happen. He's supposed to be the best DB. Y'all depleted on the back end as well. So I mean, I just don't see that covering up for that. I mean, he is going to take up some space, but once they game plan around that, the back end is just cooked.
All right. Well, let's keep it pushing. We got the second question. All right. Let me get shit ready on my end that I should have already did while someone was going. This is all new to me. Don't judge me. All right. Give me a second.
Dick up.
Dick up is crazy. We saw that at the same time.
Hold on.
Dick up is wild. Dick up is wild.
I mean, because if you want that, hey.
All right.
You might need to go to the Patreon for that.
Second question. WNBA question. With the players of the WNBA getting a 30-day extension on their collective bargaining agreement to negotiate their contracts and how much money they're getting, there's a real threat that they will strike if their demands are not met. Do you think if the players strike, their demands will be met or not? Smooth. This question goes to you. You're up first.
Let me go.
Yeah, go.
Based on current negotiation and historical context, yes, if they strike, their demands will be met because of financial growth, public and fan support currently, because 58% of Americans support a strike and 54% of Americans believe that they are getting paid unfairly. And of course, sticking point is that players want salaries tied to league revenue. The league just got a new $2.2 billion media rights deal, and if they don't get a portion of that revenue, they should strike.
All right, you're muted. And I gave you a few extra seconds because you weren't sure when you should go. Nice. That was a good job using some statistics. I like the way that smells. Kev, you're up. 30 seconds.
No, the WNBA is a product of total dog shit. If it wasn't for the NBA subsidizing the league, it would be discontinued decades ago. No one wants
Max
to watch
Kellerman
women
would
lay the
not say
ball
any
up
of that.
35 times a game and shoot threes from a range that is shorter from the NBA. If women go on strike, no one will give a shit. They don't even have their own advertisers. They come from the NBA. So at the very least, I'd argue the businesses will be happy that they won't have to spend any resources for a league with empty seats throughout every arena for every game. And by the way, the motherfucking league has been non-profitable since its inception. Case closed.
Case closed. He beat his 30-second timer. No need to even mute. Maine, you got your argument ready? 30 seconds.
Yeah. I'll hold my opinions on that whole spiel right there. There's many ways you can go with that. All I got to say is, in the eyes of business, things don't look too good. I'm not going to lie. But at the end of the day, if you don't believe that you're being treated fairly or getting paid fairly, you need to strike for your rights and do what you believe is right. They're getting paid more. They've grown by over $70 million. So whatever you're paying them now needs to go up. That's just simple math. And they should strike to receive that. They aren't profitable, but if they're making more money, they need to earn more money.
Muted. All right. Insri, you got your argument ready?
Yep.
You're up. 30 seconds.
Demands will be met if they strike. I don't think they'll strike. They already had the extension, and I think they're probably going to settle, seeing as it's a league of women, and women are just a more reasonable gender. So, seeing as we're all here for women empowerment,
Shout
we
out
love
women.
these empowered
Agreed.
hoes. So,
Okay.
I think they're going to get it together and get this revenue sharing going.
All right. These empowered hoes. That's all of you, right? Smooth, you went first.
Hey, yeah, I'd like to rebut.
Who you rebutting?
Why am I getting a green down?
I
didn't even say
what I've
anything.
learned is they be hating, bro. They be hating, dog. I'm not. They be hating, bro. They be hating.
Okay,
bro, but you
so
you just gotta keep
everyone's
talking.
saying
Just
everyone's
stay in your
saying that
pocket.
they're not making any more money, they're not profitable. That is vastly changing. The fact that they got a 2.2 billion media revenue and the franchise valuations are up massively. The Las Vegas Aces went from a 2 million valuation to a 310 million valuation in 3 years. The league is getting better, the league is getting up, and they're about to be making money, and the women should get paid as such.
The real problem is that they're on a fixed salary. That just shouldn't be a thing. That's insane. They should not be on a fixed salary. I should be nowhere near in salary to what a WNBA player is making. That's just insane. That's crazy.
Oh, you make bread like that, man?
If you seen them salaries, you would know I ain't talking about much. If you ain't seen them salaries, you know I ain't making much.
I let them talk. I gotta give you other two a chance to say something if you want. Go ahead. I should have done that last time, but
Ezra, you gonna say something?
I said what I said.
Look, man, I get where y'all are coming from, but you need to take this, like, you need to have the conversation objectively and remove the emotion out of it. If no one is in the seats in these arenas watching these girls play ball, then there's no product, bro. Like, there's nothing to sell to anybody. It doesn't matter if, like, an organization is getting valuation because they're in an upcoming booming city where the Raiders move to, and where they're trying to bring in other professional sports.
Upcoming booming city. Golden
okay,
State
so
is an upcoming booming
are we
city.
gonna morph
What?
this conversation? Are we gonna morph this conversation into the reason why there would be more eyeballs on the league for a person that's not even supported by the majority of the people that would be fans of the WNBA?
I know you're not talking about Caitlin Clark.
Oh, so we want to go down this road? We want to go down the road where a little white girl
Who is not supporting Caitlin Clark?
Like,
Like, that is so trash. Who is not supporting Caitlin Clark?
I would argue that the majority of sports fans don't really
for the Twitter bait. You fell for
don't
the
really
Twitter bait.
support
There's nobody in the
Caitlin Clark,
WNBA who does not support Caitlin Clark. That's my thing. You take contention and competitiveness as they don't like her, get her out of the league. They are competitors. They dogs. They been here before she got here. They feel like they got a right to what they own. That's the only thing. They're not gonna let somebody just gonna come up and be like, oh well, she's good. They are appreciative of the spotlight that she brought to the WNBA. But that don't mean they should lay down to her, bro. Like, that don't got nothing to do with it.
I agree with you. I would
that
agree with
does
you
not mean
behind
they
closed
don't
doors.
support her. If they don't support her, then they don't support themselves. The league
I would
has to
agree with
grow.
you behind
She's
closed
grown
doors,
the
but
league.
show me.
They understand that. And to your point about them, like, how they're going to grow, they got empty seats. You don't make $70 million more by having empty seats. That just doesn't happen. So while they may not be profitable right now, they're not going backwards. That's the point. and they're going to continue to grow. And regardless of what we think, if you talk about removing emotion, let's really remove emotion. And you're saying it's a dog shit product to you. You don't like it. If you're removing emotion, you wouldn't even have said that. You feel like it's a dog shit product. I probably watched like 1 or 2 games like during the regular season, then I'm locked in the playoffs. Like that's how I do with the NBA though. So they don't need
that
to
is
hoop
cap.
and holler.
That is cap.
That's how I do with the NBA.
No, for you to argue
games. That's insane.
For you to argue that the WNBA is not a dog shit product and it hasn't been a dog shit product.
That's an opinion. I'm not going to argue that. That's your objective truth.
The WNBA has been shit on for decades. What are you talking about?
Don't throw objective onto that shit just to make it real, nigga. It's 2 different things. Just because you say it's an objective truth, don't make it partially
Who's going out here openly supporting the WNBA?
Who's
out here openly supporting the WNBA, bro?
Not you. And they ain't worried about. They're not considered with you. Their product isn't for you. You call it a dog shit product.
I just said the league's not profitable, man. I'm not the one who's giving the money. The world isn't giving the money, man. So what basis are you talking about?
So where they get the extra 70 million from? The
because
league has grown over the.
If she didn't exist, you wouldn't have the 70 million because of Caitlin
grown
Clark. Remove her ass from the product, and then you down to $0. What do you want me to say?
The league has consistently grown.
You're both muted. No one can hear you.
All right. So, well, to cut into the red yellow conversation, there is where the WNBA has posted revenue losses. They have had total losses. They have had a revenue gain, but the owners have been taking that money and putting it in their pockets and still posting the losses to like stadium cost and efficiency cost and all that. If the CBA is adjusted and that money gets shared to the players, then those costs would go down. So,
no, hold on. I didn't unmute you yet. No one heard that there. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, anytime a team is in an operation, anytime a company or anybody in entertainment is in an operational deficit, they shut down. They don't keep going and hope for the best.
And Kev's point,
they've been growing.
They're subsidized by the NBA, man.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the
NBA,
unless someone else is giving them money though. That's
like, what are you talking about,
yes,
bro?
but you still would drop that product. That doesn't change anything. You would drop it just because you're subsidizing. Doesn't mean you keep on going. Like, what
or
are you
because it's a
about?
political thing, or because
going.
it's because they want to give women a league
What
for them to play instead of having to go overseas.
In anybody who turns out a product, just like when Sony purchased Bungie, their hopes was that they were going to get somebody who's good at live service to continuously grow their game. That didn't work out. But at this point, if we believe what you're saying, the NBA latched onto the WNBA, was like, at some point, this is going to make us some money. It hasn't been doing that, to your point. So why are they still operational? It doesn't matter that they're subsidized by the NBA. If it's not doing what it's supposed to do, it's going to get dropped. It hasn't get dropped because it's been growing for the past 5 years. That's just, and you don't also add more teams to a dying league. What are we talking about? If you talk about removing motion and just look at statistical facts, the league is growing and they deserve more money. They don't. That's it. That's it. They don't deserve as much as the NBA. That's blasphemous. That's ridiculous. You earn what you earn, and they haven't earned nowhere near NBA dollars. But they're making more money, so their salary rates don't need to be fixed. That's just the end of the point. I could care less about like my outside feelings of it. I'm just looking at from top down. They deserve more money. I don't. That's it.
All right, you know what? Let's do this since Insri and Kev have.
We charitable today.
I think it's because we go in like really quick. I just think that I'm not disagreeing at all with Maine's points as it relates to the reason why the league is still a league. But again, from a business perspective, and you're talking about operational costs, like you said, Sony's acquisition of Bungie didn't work. bro, Destiny 2 is far more successful than WNBA ever has been. That Destiny as a video game franchise has been more successful than the WNBA has ever been. So it's silly that you would bring that up as an example, but at the end of the day, the
When's the
NBA
last
won't
time you
let the
played
league
Destiny?
die. It won't let the league die because it will feel wrong for letting the league die. It's not because it's a viable product that people want to watch and people want to spend money on. It's just simply almost out of good graciousness, like they're not going to let it die. But that's really the only reason. As far as women getting paid more, sure, I could agree that they deserve to get paid more, but you're going to pay them more, and then the league's going to die because there's no more money to go around. So yeah, we'll reduce costs, we'll pay the players more, and then there's literally no more money to go around. So then they have to start cutting players, they have to start losing teams, and they have to start shutting down, and then the league is no more. So either way, like, it's going to happen. The WNBA should evaporate because it's just not a viable product in and of itself.
It could be viable. I mean, it's showing growth. It's been showing growth since, well, some people say that the WNBA or just women's basketball is a better product because um, more people are investing more into women's basketball. The storylines are being better. They're following players from college and following player storylines better through their careers and all that. Nobody's doing one and done seasons in college anymore or skipping college entirely, getting lost in the G League, getting lost in Australia, getting lost overseas. They're having, Final Four runs, March Madness runs, the whole Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese thing, how that blows up every time, every 6 months, there's something going on. So, this last NBA Finals brought in what games 2 and 3 brought in a 1.5 million and 1.6 million views, second highest ratings WNBA history. So they're growing. It's not at is it ever going to be at the clip of the NBA? Absolutely not. But it is growing. The problem is corporate greed. And corporate greed is attacking these women who have a voice. Um, but corporate greed has been attacking the NBA at the same point. The NBA, their original CBA had a revenue split that was 60-40 players to owners before it got changed in like the 90s before Jordan. So it's not unreasonable for the WNBA to ask for a third of that in this day and age. But, if that happens, how are the owners going to put a second Olympic pool in their mansions for none of the work they put in on the court?
All right. Well, time to move deep forward. Question number 3. I don't have no video for it, so no cutaway. Simple question though. Of the 8 bottom teams in the NFL right now, currently, at this moment, who benefits the most from the number 1 pick for next year's draft? And if you already know, who do you think they should take? Bane, you're up first. 30 seconds.
I mean, the Saints are just a trash organization altogether, to be honest with you. But if they really were going to take a quarterback, which I don't think they should, they're probably going to take Fernando Mendoza, who's the top rated quarterback coming out right now. NFL mock drafts got him going first. I don't think he's that guy. I really don't see him being that guy. If it was me as the Saints, I would understand that this is not a quarterback draft. I would trade back, take an old lineman, get out of there.
All right. Hendrick.
Um, I would say Titans probably go first again. And if they take Jeremiah Smith out of Ohio State, that'd probably be something to get because he's just an absolute demon and potential Heisman winner. So having two number 1 picks back to back, Cam Ward and Jeremiah Smith, might do some damage out of Tennessee if they find a good head coach to go with. And them boys.
Your time's up. Nobody
Wait,
heard you say them boys' ass. I'll repeat it for you. You said them boys' ass. All right.
Jeremiah
Smooth.
Smith coming out this year? Or you talking about for next year?
You're up.
New Orleans are the most logical team to maximally benefit from the number one pick. They don't have a franchise quarterback, and they're ass. And they picked that dude Tyler Sugar for a reason because their offensive coordinator is Nussmeier, and guess who's an LSU quarterback? His son Nussmeier. That's who they're gonna pick. They should pick Fernando Mendoza though, or Drew Aller if he's good from injury. But yeah, yeah.
Kev?
I'm gonna go with the Jets. Kind of matching up with the first question of the night. I think that they're already jettisoning their players. They just let go of Sauce Gardner, who's considered at least a top 5 DB in the league, and he's not even in his true prime, or at least in its fullest. So I'm gonna go with the Jets, and I think they're preparing to get some hauls in terms of some picks, and they're looking at the future. So I think that, and I think they're terrible. So I think they're going to continue losing games. They're probably going to end up with one of the top 2 losing records in the NFL this year.
Yeah, agreed.
All right. That was an easy round. Again, chat, do not forget to vote. This show thrives and dies off of chat participation. So we would appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. All right, well, hey, good job for that question. We got another question up and coming. Question number 4. All right, basketball. You got Luka Doncic, Donkey. I never knew how to say that man's name, but the boy is cold. The boy is cold. All right. So the question is, if Luka Doncic never wins a ring, but keeps putting up these all-time great stats, do we still see him as one of the best players of all time? And Enzer, you are starting this one. You got 30 seconds on the clock.
Bro plays for the Lakers, man. Come on, get your clips right.
Nope, don't want to get clips.
Uh,
Don't want to get some.
skinny Luca is going to take Austin Reeves and Bronny James to multiple rings. He's going to bring back the Showtime Lakers. But even if he never wins one, his story's too good. The Lakers won the trade. He's better than Trae Young. He will be one of the greats.
He will be one of the greats. All right, smooth. 30 seconds.
The original question was he a top 10? And my answer is particularly about that. Historically, the top 10 is Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, Magic, Bird, Duncan, and Russell, Wilt, and Shaq. He was never going to get top 10. Might be top 10 white boys, but he ain't top 10 basketball players. Without a championship, he's not going to do it. It's just not going to happen. He's good, but he's not going to be an all-time great to me.
All right, Kev. 30 seconds.
Luca's great talent, straight baller. Sustainability is always going to be the question. 28, 8, and 8 is great. Can't argue the stats, but he's 26, and it's a safe bet that the longer he's going to play, that those statistics are going to start trending downwards. But I'd also say that he will not be considered top 10 because his defense, the man just doesn't play defense. The same way that my
That's
favorite
true.
basketball player,
Good point.
Melo,
Hey,
just
we got the same favorite basketball player.
just got shit on because he never played defense at a high level. Luca will run into the same problem.
Okay. May, last but not least.
Hey, Kev has great taste. I'll tell you that. That's my favorite basketball player. Stay mellow, baby. But anyway, yeah, I think that it's hard to when a lot of people say top 10 is it's opinionated, but if we just look at statistical categories, 28, 8, and 8, the question was if he stayed on this trajectory. If he stayed on this trajectory, he's only behind 2 players all time, and that's going to be Michael Jordan and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I believe, or is that? Yeah, Wilt Chamberlain. I'm sorry, Michael Jordan and Wilt Chamberlain. So, I mean, it's hard to keep him out of a opinionated top 10, but not really when you think about how great the players that we normally put them up there with. I don't see him cracking the top 10 out of those, but those statistics would be crazy to end his career like that.
All right. I will say again, chat, make sure you're voting. I need that. I need it. I appreciate that. All right. And I'm sure these guys appreciate it too because they're up here giving their opinions for your entertainment. So make it happen. We got one more question here at the end. I got to figure out like a name for this. Like you have like a little like a little transition with like a little title card,
Final
Lightning
circle.
round.
Final circle, bro.
some shit like that.
It being the fifth question, you got to put your fives up.
I fucking
Fifth
forgot about
element.
that.
It's time for the fifth element.
All right, all right.
I'm sorry if y'all can hear my dog. Can we shut him up, please? Please.
You good? You good? I don't even hear his ass.
I don't hear the dog. I don't hear the
Yeah.
dog.
Y'all probably don't, but the stream might hear
That's all that matters.
it's different. Anyway.
Oh, you're right.
Woof. Dog up.
Oh man.
Cerberus
last
up.
question. Damn, I did not have it ready. I'm not used to this. Give me a sec. All right, now
In
this
30
is the
seconds,
last
whooping your
question.
ass.
Our contestants here, our panelists, don't know this question. I'm gonna give them a minute each. I gotta figure out how to change this timer. New timer. I'm working on it. I just do 30 seconds twice. So when y'all hear it, think about how you feel. We are going to start with you, Kev. By the way, just letting you know you're up first. So, question is: MLB baseball is switching to a hybrid automated officiating system called ABS, Automated Ball Strike System. With the sport relying on human judgment for so long, that is basically part of the culture of the sport. Do you view this change as a good change or a bad change? Now, I will say that in my research into ABS, they are still using human judgment. It's a hybrid, so they're using both, and certain people on each team will be able to challenge a call, right? Just for your information. You got a minute. How do you feel about baseball moving into the automated era? Kev, you're
I
up.
think I think any technology that is used to limit the impact or influence of an official who's actually not an athlete that is competing in the sport, right? So that's human element tends to be able to make mistakes, make errors, conversations and shit talking happens, especially on Mondays for NFL, et cetera, et cetera. I think that any technology to mitigate that is good. So for this, I would definitely argue it would only benefit the league. It will benefit offensive players and pitchers as well.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Uh, Hold on, I gotta figure out how to stop my timer. Bam! All right, man, you're up.
Yeah, from what I know about baseball, which isn't much, that a lot of people just say that it takes too long, that the games take too long. So if this is going to remove human error, just like Kev was saying, I think it's going to be better no matter what. I mean, it's too many times where you see officials get in the way, even whether it's football or basketball or any sport. We want to remove their error from the game. They're not always going to get it right, but they should be able to have better tools to better officiate the game. And if that's going to speed it up for baseball's sake, that's always going to make it better. Except if they're using AI. Fuck AI on the guys, for real. I just heard that Amazon was removing, they just laid off 30,000 people and then later invested $28 billion in open AI. Fuck AI. If they're using AI, this shit is trash.
Okay. I don't know if it's AI or not. I didn't get that far into
If they
into my
is, it's
research.
trash. Fuck AI.
In three, you're up.
All right. Uh, the shit ass. The shit is shit from a butt. You need human error in the game. You need the. I don't like automated strike zones. I don't like the AI first down marker. You need the chain gang. You need the umpires. You need missed calls. You need bad calls. That makes the game good. It makes the game human. That's what we're here for. It affects the money line, and we all love gambling. It brings excitement to the game. It's all about being unfair and adversity, and it's part of the American dream, and that's what most of us are. And if you aren't, our president's coming for you. Blew up in the chat, and I mean that from a political standpoint as well.
Type
All of you
shit.
that said blew up, y'all are absolute demons. I got you. I got all of y'all.
Smooth. Take us home.
All right,
That was
the
good
ABS in the
manipulation.
MLB is good for the league because it promotes consistency and accuracy in balls and strikes. It eliminates inconsistent strike zones, which is infuriating. If you play baseball, nobody wants to see that, and everybody's screaming and breaking TVs when it happens. It corrects egregious errors because there's no way to correct that right now. Yeah, it's trash, and it benefits the players, and uh, it adds a new strategic element by you can challenge it, but you only get a certain amount of challenges, so you got to figure out when you're going to use it. It's like almost like the NFL, and that we all thought the NFL was going to be trash when we added the doggone instant replay, and now it's better, but we still see the refs are trash, and we're probably going to still see the issue with the umps.
All right. And there you green Cam too close. I did have to show Cam at the start. You stupid Chewy. Yo, that is the end of our show this week. All right, this has gone a lot quicker than last time. I appreciate y'all. Maine, you are the winner. I don't even think I changed the question on the first page. So I'm working on it. Maine, you are the winner.
Yeah, it is the first question.
Appreciate y'all, chat. Appreciate y'all, chat.
Go ahead and give you a little sign off so we can get out of here.
Hey, my sign off is gonna be fuck AI. You already know what time it is. If you fuck with AI, fuck you. And then also, shout out to the Panthers, man. You see that football over there? Yo, we 5-4. Who would have thought that the Panthers would be 5-4? Hey, I'm just saying, we may not be the Chiefs, but we got the same record though. So that means we going to the Super Bowl. Now I ain't delusional like the Cowboys, but no. Amazing day as far as like trades and all that. I would like to say that the Jets are definitely the winners in all this. They got like 4 first-round picks. Like, this is insane, and they're trash. So they're gonna just keep loading up on those picks. But anyway, that's all I had to say. I appreciate y'all for giving me the dub today. I don't think I deserved it, but I'll take it for sure. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
All right, appreciate y'all coming for this week's episode. Smooth, look like you have something to say. Yeah, I know that look when you move forward a little bit.
Y'all hoes voting on his hairline. Fuck y'all.
Damn.
What happened?
You a compliment, nigga.
Oh, I can't even see that motherfucker. AI is great for what?
They about to talk about this in here. Yo, we'll see y'all next time. We out.